Yes, good evening. Once again, I'm Shannon Murphy Esq, Sr., and we're here at my office at Sheetmetal Associates, a legal advisory and document company, currently here in Pittsburgh, California, formerly at Richmond, California, where we were founded, Point Richmond, California. Shannon Murphy Esq, Sr. is the CEO. I am the Chief Executive Officer here at the Executive Office here in Pittsburgh. Displayed to you are on various occasions other videos YouTube relevant. I'm also AKA Specialist Murphy, United States Army. I think you recall our video series YouTube relevant. Specialist Murphy, the MIA soldier, was last seen at YouTube, and his office executive here, still the same. We want to introduce you to this series of videos that we have now, relevant blog type, public informations. Thank you very much, YouTube, once again, for this opportunity to express to the public via our relative freedom of speech, the Constitution. I think it's a very, very splendid type of business here, YouTube. I thank you very much again. Hope you don't mind me using YouTube as a point of public relations, PR, Specialist Murphy, CEO Murphy, Sheetmetal Associates, but hey, we got to do what we got to do. Again, Sheetmetal Associates is founded in Point Richmond, California. But geographically, we were open for business in 2007. Subliminally occur. Our DBA was gathered together, grasped here in Contra Costa County, I believe 2015. Sometime I believe that was January or something like that. January 18th, I believe, or something like that. But anyhow, our DBA in Contra Costa County, we are legal. We prospected and applied for our business license here in Pittsburgh, California. Minor technicalities there. We are legal, all in all. We associate the public by appointment only right now. Our successions with the city has been bleak and very disrespected by the city. Also, there was a city of Pittsburgh, what's called occupancy permits were there relevant, the business license, and they got a little touchy with the situation here. I says, hey, we're not going to have any more. We're going to close down our office to the public and just keep it kosher, where we just touch telephone, touch tone, and fax and email, and that'll be it. But anyhow, that's that. City contrary thinks otherwise. It says, hey, no occupancy, no permit required necessary, right? Well, we're gonna continue our business here legally. Like I said, I'm Specialist Murphy, United States Army. We believe we're part of a conspiracy now of the state of California. That would include the city of Pittsburgh. All in all, we are compliant. The state bar has contacted us. We are in process now of maybe even filing a lawsuit, class action jurisdiction against the state bar of California. Been attacked from all sides, contraband-wise, controversy, excuse me. Still contraband to me, all in all. Bunch of violations of disrespect to the paper reduction acts, documents being sent to us, little concern for the general situation of communication as just pick up the telephone on Ma Bell, and Ma Bell's out of the highlight now, but AT&T, what have we? We got YouTube, contact me, email me, and ask me, inquire about our valid subject matters and our concerns here in general to the public, it'd be beneficial to the public. Don't go writing me complaint letters and such like that and all that. It's just, well, killing trees. And we're environmentalists here. I'm with the Green Party, by the way. Democrat here. You know, I support Kamala Harris, even though I don't agree with her office, how her office was run. But, you know, I love the fact, like I said, Obama, them be Afro-Americans. I'm done with the underdog. I'm done with my people. You know, so I'm a black African Asian man myself. You know, Filipino background. But anyhow, that's enough of that. The offices, the situations were disrespectful. President Obama, all in all, if chain of events went correct, by the chain of command that I did support and promote to occur correctly enough, in my situation with 13 teeth in my mouth, Obama was disrespectful also. And I think his administrations, of course, Secret Service, very disrespectful. They attended my office here in Pittsburgh also, by the way, Sheetmetal Associates, relevant to Marina Boulevard. I'm going to highlight to you today by blog resources, type blog administrations here. We're going to gossip about things that Sheetmetal Associates have come across, have been subject to, and basically most likely we've been disrespected about. What we have is a complaint here. We're going to focus on against Wells Fargo. We filed this complaint against Wells Fargo back in December of 2018. This composition is here as a complaint. It's on a judicial form. This is common of Sheetmetal Associates. By the way, we help people with this type of information and type of complaint filing. Against Wells Fargo, here is the complaint. Defendant. And what we are a sole proprietorship here, and Sheetmetal Associates is the plaintiff, by the way, of this unlimited action suit. This suit is prescribed in $55,000 damages and such. Incurred restitution compensations for panic attacks there. It's claimed by the chief executive officer. Very disrespectful. Caused me the flare up of my so-called VA diagnosed bipolar disorder, which is a bunch of bull, like I said, propaganda to, you know, get out of weasel out of the way that they handled my incomplete medical operations, 13 teeth removals back in 2003, 2004, Operation Right to Freedom. Well, here we got injuries caused by negligence here. In this situation here, we're going to speed up and fast forward. We all do so on Sheetmetal Associates. At Sheetmetal Associates, we comply at jurisdictions for relevant the complaints, superior court relative activity, where there's a requirement for claims jurisdictions here. Claims must be adhered to before you file a suit. Claims are usually denied, and then we go forward. Wells Fargo, in fact, denied our claim. Playing possum with me, Chief Executive Officer of Sheetmetal Associates. When this situation occurs, we filed our suit because Sheetmetal Associates did promote a lawsuit against a company called Far West Sanitation and Storage. This company, Broadspire, contacted me 2 years later with a settlement jurisdictions. I settled for $7,300 against the proposed prospect defendants of a lawsuit case against Far West Sanitation and Storage. Far West did fold. They disbanded their company. I don't know if it's because of our lawsuit, but mysteriously they did right after, and they come to United Site Services now. They're called United Site Services. And anyway, this case is, Broadspire wrote me a check with $7,300. Turn around, go to Wells Fargo Bank. Wells Fargo Bank says, have me sign the back of the check once first, endorse properly. Then they come back, the lady teller comes back, has me fingerprint his here. About 2 minutes later, 3 minutes later, 5 minutes later, he says, here, give me a fingerprint. Then she says, go on and give me another signature. And you can see there's 2 signatures there on the back of the check. There's one here primarily. Then she tells me fingerprint. Then give me another signature. Then she comes back and says, in the same breath, so to speak, I'm sorry, I can't cash a check because Wells Fargo doesn't have an account with us. But contrary, it says it right there, payable if desired at Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., California, for $7,300. Now, we find out that when I contact and do the research on why this stuff was still good, that Wells Fargo was saying, because Broadspire, the company that wrote the check, that did the claims jurisdictions for the Far West complaint, prospected 10 Superior Court of California, weren't supposed to write a check for $7,300. Not more than $5,000 Wells Fargo's contract states that they have a right to do. I call Broadspire up, and Broadspire tells me, I says, look, your check is bounced primarily, practically, and says you're not supposed to write a check for $5. He says, can I get compensations inconvenience for my inconveniences? I had a fleet vehicle that I was purchasing that same day that I was going to cash the check. He says, we paid you what we're going to pay you. That's it. There you go. Broadspire is going to get a lawsuit too. Now, I filed a lawsuit against Broadspire. Sheetmetal Associates CEO did. I am filed a lawsuit against Broadspire also because of that. But very disrespectful. Now, Wells Fargo, problem is they told me that the check was going to be available at a certain day, which is way off on the 16th. The check was attempted to be cashed, on the 4th of October 2018. Then they tell me in writing plain that they're not have a check, this, even though it's a short check, it's not going to be available until the 16th. We're holding it on October. It'll be available on the 15th. $7,100 is available now. No, it's going to be held. They gave me $200. It's going to be withheld. Very, very rude. Well, they told me it was going to be available on the 8th or the 9th when I called back before I got that document there. And I applied bloody murder when it didn't come. I said, no, I'm going to stand for it. Anyway, this is Shannon Murphy at Sheetmetal Associates. We're going to wind down now. Hope you enjoyed our presentations. By the way, we served by the Sheriff's Department. Also, it was served here the summons, proof of service of summons. Served Wells Fargo Bank. They were served here at Martinez, California, 900 Main Street. We use the Sheriff's Department quite a lot. We help people get things done with the sheriffs. Also, we appropriate documents to them and take care of our public customers, clients. Thank you very much. This is Shannon Murphy at Sheetmetal Associates. Out. Have a good day.